The Power of Self-Discipline. Miyamoto Musashi. By Joseph Burns. The Power of Self-Discipline. Miyamoto Musashi. Self-discipline is one of the most essential skills for achieving mastery and greatness. The legendary Japanese swordsman Miyamoto Musashi exemplified the immense transformative power that rigorous self-discipline can have to reach the highest levels of skill and self-mastery. Musashi was undefeated in over 60 duels, mainly due to the incredible self-control and commitment he cultivated within himself. By training relentlessly, living simply, and dedicating himself entirely to the way of the sword, Musashi forged his mind and body into a lethal weapon through sheer willpower and determination. Musashi left behind profound wisdom on achieving self-mastery by blocking out distractions, focusing inward, stripping the ego, and wholeheartedly committing to core principles and skills. Musashi's legacy reveals the untapped potential within us all that can be unlocked through powerful self-discipline and determination inspired by a higher purpose. Who was Miyamoto Musashi? Miyamoto Musashi was a legendary Japanese swordsman, philosopher, and writer. He lived in Japan during the early 1600s and is considered one of the greatest swordsmen in Japanese history. Musashi began his swordsmanship training at a very young age and went on to duel over 60 opponents, remaining undefeated. He also authored the Book of Five Rings, a classic treatise on strategy and self-discipline. Ezoic. Musashi's early life and training. Musashi was born in 1584 in the village of Miyamoto in rural Japan. His father was a respected warrior and trained Musashi from childhood in swordsmanship and martial arts. At 13, Musashi won his first duel against a trained samurai. In his late teens and early 20s, Musashi set out on a pilgrimage across Japan to further his training and find worthy opponents to duel. He rigorously trained his body and mind, living in the mountains and forests for long periods as he honed his skills. Ezoic. Musashi's philosophy on self-discipline. A central tenet in Musashi's teachings was cultivating strong self-discipline. According to Musashi, with proper self-discipline, any goal can be achieved. He wrote, "There is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists within your mind." Musashi Belly. Musashi believed that self-mastery and perfection of one's skills could only occur through rigorous self-discipline in both mind and body. Critical elements of Musashi's self-discipline. Musashi advocated several critical practices to cultivate powerful self-discipline. Ezoic. Training the mind through meditation, strategy, and focus. Strengthening the body through physical training and endurance. Following the way by adhering to core principles and skills. Being adaptable and applying self-control to any situation. Discarding the ego and any sense of self-importance. How Musashi applied self-discipline to become a master swordsman. Musashi applied incredible self-discipline throughout his life to become the greatest swordsman of his time. He trained relentlessly with his sword technique, sharpening his skills by day and refining them through practice by night. Musashi adopted an effortless lifestyle, avoiding material distractions and focusing entirely on his training. He continued challenging himself by engaging in duels, remaining undefeated even when outnumbered. Through his intense commitment and self-discipline, Musashi reached a level of mastery few in history have matched. How to develop discipline as a mind. Play. Unmute. Remaining time 3:01. Musashi's legacy and influence on self-discipline. Musashi stands as an icon of self-discipline and mastery. His writings in the Book of Five Rings are still studied today by martial artists, business strategists, and anyone seeking to improve their skills and abilities. Musashi showed that through sheer determination and self-discipline, inspired by a higher purpose, monumental feats can be accomplished. He left behind an invaluable philosophy on cultivating discipline that can enlighten and empower people even today, centuries after Musashi's death. Jake's journey to self-mastery through Musashi's teachings. Jake was a 20-year-old college student struggling to find direction and meaning. He coasted through school without much effort and wasted time partying with friends. Jake realized he lacked self-discipline and control over his mind and body. Seeking a purpose, Jake became fascinated by the story of Miyamoto Musashi. Musashi's unmatched dedication to perfecting his craft inspired Jake. Adopting Musashi as a role model, Jake embarked on his journey to self-mastery. Jake simplified his life, removing distractions like social media and party. He meditated daily to strengthen his focus and mindset. Jake also started a rigorous physical training routine to push his body's limits, including martial arts, weightlifting, and hiking. Like Musashi, Jake set concrete goals to challenge himself. He blocked out distractions and negativity, focusing inward on growth. Jake shed his ego, realizing achievements meant nothing without self-discipline. He adopted Musashi's core principles as his mantra: commitment, adaptability, and the mastery of mind and body. Within months, Jake saw remarkable results from this self-discipline. He achieved top grades in school, learned new skills, and gained immense mental strength. Friends noticed a profound positive change in Jake's presence. Through self-control and determination inspired by Musashi, Jake unlocked his potential. He developed lifelong self-discipline and faced life's challenges with confidence and purpose. Jake's story shows that Musashi's wisdom is still relevant centuries later for anyone seeking self-mastery. Key takeaways: self-mastery comes from within through rigorous cultivation of mind and body.